Hi friends, it's Velvet. I have a little haul for you today. Just a little tiny one. And it is from Amity Bloom. She always sends these cute little things. This is definitely something you could tuck into something or use, you know, on a cover. But she just got some more of her lovely washi tape in. So, of course, I had to snag what I could. I got in about an hour late, so I didn't get, everything I wanted, but did get quite a few of the washies. She has really wonderful washies, and there is a ton of it on here. So it is pricey. Yes, it is. But I will say two things about that. One, she is a small shop, and she has to find somebody to make washi. So it's not like it's, she is able to get it in real big bulk shipments. So I will say that. And then also, because there's so much on here, I mean, that is like a lot of washi on these rolls. And she is designing this herself. So, I'm willing to pay a little bit extra for, a little bit more. And, whoops, I ripped it already, but that's okay. A little bit more, and for, these washis that not everyone in the world is going to have. So, here's what this one looks like. Lovely. I won't open all of them, but just to let you know what they look like. So if you're interested, I don't know if she has any left. They go fast, real fast. Like I said, I was there in like an hour after they went live, and I got the last one of these. I think I got the last one of a couple things. So yeah. They do go fast. They're very popular. And, the thing is, they match her pretty papers, her pretty downloadable papers from her Etsy store. It seems like the start would be there, but I'm not finding the start. It's here somewhere. It's got to be right there. There it is. There we go. So I love that she's done some in a nice beigey brown, and she's got words excuse me, words here. So this is really nice. So that's how long the repeat is here. Very, very nice. Love these. I will definitely be using these. I see one more that I thought I would show you because it's real pretty. I've really got to use more washi. I just have so much. Funny thing is, I just, honest to God, 2 days ago, just put away the other washi that I had bought from her stash. Oh, let's just go like this. I hang on to these. I stick them on the thing that holds my camera, my phone, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Just in case I need to just kind of tack something down real quick. I keep a whole bunch of tape on there. I just wanted to show you this one right here with the faces. I just think it's so pretty. It is just one roll. That's cute. How the bottom looks like it's a second roll, but you can see that. Isn't that great? Love it. So anyways, that's what I wanted to show you there. And then I had, oh, and she always includes this cute sticker, a cute sticker. So there's that, and this you can use, and then the washi. And then, let me just get rid of these real quick. off my desk. Odin! Jeez. And then I wanted to show you what I got from Amazon. And I got these for a very specific purpose. And that is, I wanted to put like some either watered down ink in these dauber bottles to just use for mark making. Or make my own, like, just watered down colors, like maybe out of things like this unique color that you can make with these pigment powders. So that's what these might be for. They might also be used for, like, one of them could be like some sorry for the coffee dyeing. Just put a small amount of some of the coffee water, you know, the water coffee, and you can just put it on papers as you need them. But just remembering that coffee does go bad, so, you know, you kind of have to use it up pretty quickly, you know, in just a few days. Put it in the fridge when you're not using it or whatever, because it does go bad. And these are kind of for the same reason. Only these little, okay. I can remember having these way back in school, and I do not remember what we used them for. I feel like we used them to sterilize things, so they would have been bottles of, I don't know, maybe alcohol, rubbing alcohol or something. Wow, they really taped this shut very, very well, and I appreciate that. But I mean, they're just plastic bottles of nothing, but you can see they're, you know, these things are attached to the tops, and they're for the same reason. But I thought colored water, like coffee dye, tea dye, and then color, you know, the colors that you use in like baking and stuff, and you could just, you know, brush them over papers. So I thought that could be something fun to try. Look at that I don't think I cleaned very well. But yeah, so that is just a couple of things that I got off of Amazon that I wanted to give a shot to. And yeah, so that's that. And then the final thing that I wanted to show you is, it's not this, but this is what holds it together. Can anyone guess what this is for? Or what this came from? This held a rug together. And it's one of those rugs that you get from, oh, it's a rag rug, I think is what they call them. But this is just a very small. This is about 1/3 of the fabric that came out of the rag rug that I just took apart. Literally 1/3 of the fabric. Let me see if I can move this over and you can see. Okay, see that bag? That's the rest of that is the rest of the fabric. So I wanted to show you that because I just wanted you to see what you can get from, so I went to Five Below and I paid $7 for a rag rug, and this is just some of what I got. The pieces aren't wide, you know, almost all of them are sheer, but every single one of these can be used for something in a junk journal, even if it's to cut it down and use it as a closure. But I think that, like, look at these. Oh, they're beautiful. Like, some of these are definitely like from dresses and shirts and stuff. This is not sheer, which is really cool. Some of these are sari silk. Some of these are from blouses. And it's obvious. It would be obvious if you were doing these. This is just perfect for, you know, junk journals. It's that, you know, that awesome neutral color that we all love. Great for layering, great for closures, great for, look at that. Isn't that great? This was clearly like a skirt maybe, or a blouse. Look at this. This one I did last night. So it took me about 2 days. Well, probably 3 days to do this, sitting in front of the TV and watching TV and pulling these all apart, because it takes some time to cut the threads and pull all of these out and straighten them out. But isn't that gorgeous? Look at that butterfly. But yeah, so, and, oh, look at this. This one's pretty too. Look at these vibrant colors. And then some of them aren't so vibrant. So well worth $7 and sitting in front of the TV watching movies with my husband and pulling these apart. But I did want to show you what you can get. And like I said, this is only a third of what I pulled. And, you know, you just have to go and look at the rugs yourself and see what colors you see in them. And then remember that underneath those colors are other colors too. So, you know, it's just, it's one of those things that you just have to, you know, take a chance. And I had one rag rug that I pulled apart that was all denim and like white t-shirt, which is awesome. It was really cool. But anyway, yeah, I got that for $7 and I pulled it all apart. I can't wait to make like some snippets out of it, use it to tear apart and use in clusters. So I'm really excited about that. So I wanted to show you so that if you've, you know, ever been on the fence about doing that, or if you've never even considered doing that, now you may consider doing it. So yeah, a lot of fun, lots of fun. So one of these days I'll make a video, and, you know, we'll, you know, maybe go through some of the things that you can do with those rag rugs. So that is all I wanted to show you today, and I appreciate you hanging out with me for just a few minutes, and you know, leaving me feedback when you want to, and hitting like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye bye.